Welcome back to the channel. Today I've got another unbox for you. My microscope had a little bit of a problem, shall we say, and I needed a replacement. The other issue that I had with it was there was no HDMI output, so when I'm doing a repair or something, I can't actually show the image on the screen to you lovely people. I could record it to memory flash drive thing and then try and splice it in, but it just takes too much time and effort. It's much easier if I've got HDMI output that I can just switch to. So I went on the hunt and I found something appropriate, I hope. So this is the TOMLOV 4K digital microscope. It's a TM4K-AF Flex Flexaroonie, and I paid a grand total of 255 of the old Great British Squidoli for it. So this is going to be a really quick unbox. There is a slight problem, as in where my camera is mounted. Looking down at the desk, this is quite a large box, so if I open the lid, bigaboo. So what I'm going to do is shove it over here, just to the side. You can see me. You can still see me opening the box. I will have a look inside. First on the top is just a bit of foam. Let's put that out of the way. We have user manual. I will read it, and then we've got some stuff. So let's get. No, it's a two-layer box. Let's get this out. So this microscope, as you can see, is meant. Well, there's two versions of it. There's one that is a manual focus and comes with a platform stand. The other is an autofocus that comes on a flex arm thing that you attach to your desk. I didn't want this. I know a lot of people have them. They just seem to get in the way. The plate on the bottom is never big enough. It's just never right, and it's you've got to find somewhere to put it and getting it up and down. It's just a faff. The one that I currently have is still on the arm. It's on an arm that I can swing in from the side of the desk, which is mucho handy because I can just swing it out the way when it's not in use. So, and do bear with, I am recovering from suspected COVID, so I'm a little bit croaky, and my brain don't work anymore. So I see on this there's two options when the light's not shining on it. There's the Flex and what they call the Max, and we're looking at the Flex. So let's get some bits and bobs out. I'll pack with some, that'll be one, the Allen keys for the frame, for the arm thing, and a little bracket to hold cables on the arm. Very nice. What else we got? I shouldn't really chuck the bag out just in case it doesn't work. I'll have to send it back. We got a USB power supply, fast charger. Shed a little bit of light on the subject. It's a fast charger. Input blah blah blah. Output 5 volt 3 amp. 15 watts. What? That's nice. Cleany cloth. Ooh. Fancy. Remote control. I don't know what the old one in the middle of it is for. 2025 battery. CR 2025. Nice. The old TOMLOV that I've got does have a remote control, but it's cabled in. That's actually been quite handy, because rather than having to press buttons on the screen that shakes it, if I want to take a picture of what it is, I can just, you know, having this separate to it, it's quite handy. So having an actual wireless remote control is even better. I don't know what the hole's for. Why is there a hole? There's a hole. Ooh. There's a hole. Anyway, we'll find out about that. Cable wise, they give us a USB-C to USB-A. Handy if obviously you've got the power supply, which is USB-A. And we've got what looks to be micro HDMI. Or was it USB-C? No, it's micro HDMI to HDMI. That's cool because it'll fit into my, he says breaking everything on his desk, that'll fit into my capture device. Oh no. Oh, I've made a mess. I will tidy up later. And then we have the microscope. Right, let's get that packaging out of the way. What else is in the box? What goodies do we have? Oh, we have all sorts. We have, what the hell that is. We have, wow, that's heavy. Right, I'm just going to lay it all on. Lay it all on me. Look, they give you a blue mat, and this one's got little compartments. Cool. I've already got a blue mat. Always handy to have a spare. Right, let's get rid of that. Right, there's your pipe. So that's going to be the that'll be the I'll just put it under the camera like that. That'll be the arm, the main upright. I know what I mean. I'll stop doing hand gestures. It doesn't look right, does it? And that over there. Oh, I see. All right, so this is the arm. So that'll sit on the pipe, and then we got a swingy arm. Oh no! Oh, I broke it already. Right, I don't know what that is. So yeah, so this will be the swingy arm. No, I suppose that'll be alright. Ooh, it might not come out as far as the other one. Might not be as long. Let me just swing the other one out. No, I think we're about 2 or 3 inches short of what the other arm was. We'll see what we can do, because the other arm sits quite at the back of my desk. It sits kind of at the back, at the side of the desk, and quite out of the way. Let me change some camera angles, and I shall be back. Right, there we go. This is looking a little bit janky, but you know, it'll be fine. So, what I was saying is, here's my current setup. Get that out of the way. So this can swing out. It can only come kind of halfway over my desk, and it is a bit wobbly. I don't think it was actually designed. Oh, maybe it was. I just never did the screws up. Handy. We might be able to utilise that then. I don't know. We'll have a look at this. Basically, this is a monitor arm. This is how much of a bodge this is. This is an actual monitor arm, and the bracket for the microscope is cable tied to the bracket for the monitor mount, and it's quite effective. I could still control a little bit of height on this, so maybe I don't need this arm, and we can utilise this, because this is handy, because it literally slides back out the way, right out the way. I stick my soldering iron here, and other things here whilst I'm working, so it's quite handy. That's the bizarrest thing I've ever seen. It's like a little poo bag. Like everything else has got like nice little proper bags, and that comes in a little carrier bag, like a micro carrier bag. I'm presuming that's a foot for something. No idea. It comes with a ring light. A bit of plastic? No, it's a bit of bag. It comes with a ring light. I have no idea how good this is. Ooh, little switch. That comes with a 240 volt plug, UK styly. So that's handy. What on earth is this? Hey diddly-dee. Oh, right. So this is the mount for the microscope. That's actually quite cool, because I can just cable tie this onto that, exactly how that is. Oh damn. I'll tell you what, let's take him out. Will you? Oh, what's he stopping on? Oh, it's got a little... Right, don't know whether you can see. Can you see on that bottom screen? Just in there, there's a little plastic stopper. So does that stop that? Oh no, it's not that. It's not that. Ignore me. The threads run out. How on earth did they get that on there then? How did they get it on? Ignore the stopper thing. It's me talking nonsense and now I'm covered in... Yeah, we're covered in gunk now. We'll have a look at that in a minute. Anyway, let's put that out of the way. Cable. That fell off something. That... Oh, I see what that was. That was that. Right, put that back in there because I'm being silly. Okay, it's very greasy. It's well lubricated. Need to clean the pants now. Right, microscopy. Nice. Camera. It's got some LEDs in the bottom of it. It's got a little bit of glue in there as well. So what have we got? Power light, presumably. IR light, power button, left, right, OK, menu. On the back, we'll hold it this way, can you see? Cool. We've got a micro SD slot, we've got the HDMI slot, we've got the USB slot, and does that say 5 volt output? 5 volt output. So why couldn't that have been a 5 volt ring light and you just plug it into itself? Okay. Use manual, setting up the arm. I'm not going to do that. Please avoid focus ring. Do not attach the light onto the focus knob. I haven't got a focus knob. What? Right. Seven deck. Put the bracket on, blah 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 blah, ring light. Screw, supply hub, cord, brightness knob, power switch, fair enough. Blah 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 6. How to install the ring light. Unscrew the 3 little screws and attach the light onto the lens cover. The best installation position is as pictured below. Please avoid the focus ring. Do not attach the light onto the focus knob. Well, that's not a focus knob. That's nothing. Question is it any good? Are we going to use it? I don't know, because I don't have. I mean, the one I've got currently has little LED lights on the bottom, similar to what this has, and I see a lot of people with. Well, that's not janky at all, is it? I see a lot of people with the ring light, so we'll give it a go. Let's take the wrapper off that. Jubbly. Right, I have an extension cable just over here. Stand by. Does the light work? I was just about to say yes, but is it worth working? It was turned down very low. Yeah, man. We'll see how good it is. I mean, it's not providing too much saturation on the stuff there. Let's turn that off. Right, we've mounted the. That was hard, wasn't it? Mount that in the thing, so that ain't going to fit in this arm, is it? So if I take him out of there, and then I can. So there's my old one. Oh, it's even got the screen protector still on it. You watch me find a HDMI output now. I'll go off my head. So this one literally had a memory card that came with it. This is meant to have a memory card with it. No way! It's meant to have a 64 gig memory card with it. .64 gig memory card. I've been ripped. No, I haven't. 64, it was already in it. I've not been ripped. But yeah, that's the old one anyway. Let's get that out of the way. That pile's filling up, isn't it? Get that out of the way. Blah blah blah. Turn it on. Turn it on indeed. Somebody's got grease all over their mat. I don't really want to get grease all over that. Right, I'm going to mount it to my arm, and then we'll be back to have a look at it. Okie dokie. So by the power of magic, poof. Right. I have mounted it. I've installed it onto my arm. A little bit janky, but it's alright. Here it is, lovely. It's on my original arm. I have a little presentation to demonstrate it with. And I don't need half the stuff that's with it. We will pull a pin on that and see if the micro... Oh, it does. Ooh, nice. I can see stuff. Can you see on the screen? Vaguely. Right, so I've got it plugged in. I've got the HDMI plugged in. I've got an orange light in the front. I've got power light. Let's... it tells me how much space is left on the memory card. It tells me how many shots that is. It tells me it's on manual focus. Right, and I didn't realise when I said there's no focus knob, this whole shaft, this whole section of it here is the manual focus. I've got P1, which whatever P1 is, I don't know, it's doing something weird. I've got P2, which is doing something else weird. I'm presuming it's zoom in, zoom out. I've got manual focus, plus and minus, and then in the middle I've got autofocus. So let's have a look at what it does. Let's see if I can swap this over. So you can see what I can see, sort of. So I'm going to press the autofocus button. And to be honest, that ain't bad. Right, what I am going to do is just sling this over here so that I can see what's going on as well. I need a bigger office. Right, so that's actually quite cool. I will show you. This is a circuit board for a speaker I've been working on. And wherever that went, and here there used to be a USB port, as noted by the words Type C. Here is the USB-C port. Looking slightly worse for wear. How's the autofocus? Bit slow. Yeah. Oh no, it's on manual. Auto. Might struggle with some things. I think I'll prefer the manual focus, to be honest. But yeah, all of the pads are still attached to the USB-C port, which means I've got to try and recreate all of these little traces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, to get a new port on. Right, so we've got the, anyway, that's quite a good view, really. How do I zoom in and out? Well, I can use the remote control to zoom right in. It's looking a bit janky there, isn't it? Right, let's give it some light. Let there be light. Oh, that's better, isn't it? Oh, I like that. So I can obviously move this around a bit. I don't know what that's looking at. What's that? Oh, that's the metal housing for the card slot. or I can just move the whole thing around. So yeah, so you can see where the pads were, and you can see the scale of the problem that I have. To be honest, it looks like this pad, so this end pad, which is going to be ground, this pad and this pad are connected together. That's a ground, and that should be a ground as well. Right, so how do I... No, that's focus. I can zoom out, autofocus. Zoop. Oh, that looks junky, doesn't it? Is that zoomed out? No. Yeah, there we go, let's zoom out. Cool, so as you can see, with that I've got quite a bit to do. But the good thing is, I'm on HDMI. We've got menu doesn't show on the screen. I have no idea what the menu does. Is it touch screen? No. Oh, let's get out of the menu. Overall, I'm pretty happy with that. It's better than the other one was. I've got some manual adjustment here that I can go up and down manually. Just hit the autofocus. So I can manually go up and down, because the zoom looked a little bit, it's like a digital zoom, isn't it? But if I can zoom to where things still look okay, and I can just manually zoom this down onto stuff. That's awesome. So just for gauge, that there is the USB-C port again, and the USB-C port is, I'm looking at the wrong camera. That's my pinky. That's how big that USB-C port is. Does that focus? That's how big that USB-C port is, and that's how, you know, it's bigger than the screen. So it's quite a good microscope. The screen size is no smaller than the old one. I don't know where the old one went. Over there. Is it? No. Let's go back to here. So the screen size is, in fact, it's actually a bigger screen than this one was. It is a bigger screen. Oh, you like it? So there you go. I'm going to have a play with this. I'm a bit gutted I didn't need the arm, but the arm will no doubt come in handy for something. It's always good to have a spare arm. And that is one solid. Let's get this out of the bag quick whilst we're here. I mean, basically we're done. But this beefy thing, which is already assembled, I mean, that's some serious, well, it's a tiny little thread to hold. Oh no, the thing comes through that, doesn't it? Does it? I don't know. Yeah. But either way, that is a beefy, chunky bit of kit. Yeah. Right. So there we go. That is the TOMLOV 4K digital microscope. unboxed, set up on its arm and fully working. I need to sort out the cabling. I'm going to have a cable that runs around the arm and then all the way around the back of the desk to some other stuff. But so I can sling that over there, sling that round there, turn that off, and that's again out the way. I think it is a bit. I think it's a bit chunkier than my other one, but it's not too much in the way. Once the cables are routed. Once the cables are out the way. This was an old bracket that I was going to try and use. Don't buy anything off AliExpress. Look at the state of that. It's bent. I mean, that's just bin fodder. It's not like that thing, is it? Yeah. So apart from routing some cables, putting the arm away because unfortunately we're not going to use it. Real big shame. I am a bit gutted about that, but yeah, nice. I am more than happy with that. I'm going to get some good repair work done out of it. Great, right. I hope that was interesting. There'll be a link in the description if you feel the need to purchase one yourself. I'm not sponsored. It's not been sent to me. I bought this with my own cash, or credit card, shall we say. Because I wanted it and it seemed a fitting replacement for what I had. However, if another company or TOMLOV feel that they have a better one that they'd like me to unbox and have a look at, let me know. But let me know in the comments. Have you got one? Do you want one? What do you think of it? What's missing out of the video? What would you like to see more of? But there you go. If it was helpful, useful, insightful, entertaining, or any of the above, or something else, give it a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, do subscribe. And I will see you in the next video. Thanks very much for watching. See you soon.